Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Hatred is an awful thing. Nationalism can be good, can be disruptive. For example, come the World Cup in December, I'll be cheering on England because that kind of nationalism is quite good and healthy. Standing on a beach with a weapon, one that goes bang bang, and threatening people because they happen to be English, well, that isn't a good thing. Especially when the person doing it is a Welsh councillor for Plaid Cymru, who are already notoriously anti-English to the extent that they could be described as a hate group. So, what will happen to this man? I don't know, but I have made a complaint to the police about it, and I will keep you informed. But let's look at this article and see what's going on. So as the headline says, a toting, because I can't say the first word because of YouTube rules, politician who posed with his stick on a Welsh beach saying he was making sure there were no English people trying to cross the channel, and he apologises for the ill-judged Facebook post. Plaid Cymru councillor John Scriven posted a picture on Facebook on August the 8th. He said he was making sure there weren't any English people trying to cross the channel, presumably into Wales rather than out of Wales, which is where most English people in Wales would prefer to go, certainly that direction. Mr. Scriven was pictured posing while holding a long stick that makes a noise at Ogmore by Sea. He faced pressure to be suspended after the post was dubbed as xenophobic, and we are going to see the picture in a moment. So this toting politician who posed with it said he's apologised, but I don't think that's good enough. He's only apologised to his boss. He hasn't apologised to every single Englishman that he's upset. So the Facebook status read, Ogmore by Sea tonight for a quick swim and to make sure there weren't any English people trying to cross the channel. The message was posted to Facebook on August the 8th and was then widely shared 2 weeks later on August the 22nd. It has since been deleted. Of course it has. Mr. Scriven has now apologised for the post. Well, of course. Saying, I would like to apologise for any offence caused by my now deleted Facebook post. Well, I'm not accepting your apology. I want more than you standing like that on a beach in a public place, holding what you're holding and making racist, anti-English comments. You've made a hate crime and you've done so with a weapon in your hand. Now, I will at this point say I have contacted South Wales Police. I went online and I've made an official complaint against him. I have named him personally. I've explained what he's done. I've explained why it's a hate crime. I've explained why I felt threatened, and I expect them to do something about it. Now, I know in 48 hours, because they give themselves 48 hours, I know in 48 hours time I'm going to get an email back from them saying that they're not going to do anything, because South Wales Police, they're South Wales. They don't really like English people. So any English people who hate, who hate what's going on here, they'll probably be just treated with disdain. On the other hand, what gives him the right to stand in a public place like that, making hate comments? None at all. He's apologised to his boss. He needs to lose his job. He needs to certainly be disbarred from ever standing for public office again. He needs to be investigated. If he has a licence, he needs to lose his licence. And he needs to be, severely prosecuted to the point of the law. I mean, really, right up to the edge. I have a licence, and if I did that, the police would be round my house so fast, I'd be down that station and my feet wouldn't touch. Why is he getting away with that? So anyway, he said it was ill-judged, and I've apologised to the group leader, Lindsay Whittle, who's accepted my apology. Well, that's all very fine and pleasant for Lindsay Whittle. I do not accept his apology. He hasn't apologised to me. Welsh Tory leader Andrew R.T. Davies tweeted on Monday that he was speechless, adding, "This is a Plaid Cymru councillor. This sort of xenophobic attitude is beneath us." No, most people feel that that's exactly what they get from Plaid Cymru. He later called on Plaid leader Adam Price not to let another scandal rage on without decisive action. He's actually calling, to be fair, he's actually calling for this man to be fired. The Welsh Liberal Democrats leader, Jane Dodds MP, said in a statement, there is a clear implication of V and xenophobia in this post. Whether or not it was intended as a joke, it is entirely inappropriate for an elected official to make such comments when they should know better. Indeed, imagine, change the word English for the word Jewish, or the word black, or the word Asian. Does it sound any better? Does it sound any different? No, it bloody well doesn't. This man should lose his job immediately. With so much hate in politics in the last few years, we should not be trying to build we should be trying to build bridges, not stoke division further. Plaid Cymru must now do the right thing and suspend the councillor in question. Suspension is not the right thing. Firing him is the right thing. Caerphilly Senate leader Effin David had earlier in the day tweeted a screenshot of the post saying, "Not appropriate, surely," Caerphilly played. Hours later, in another tweet, Mr. David said, to those who posted offensive comments in response to this, our society is facing huge challenges. We should be seeking to unite and address real concerns, such as the cost of living crisis. I'm actually going to agree with him on that one. I don't often agree with Welsh politicians, but that one I do. Wrapping yourself in a flag and hating outsiders won't help a single person in need. It helps nobody. Councillor Scriven's now deleted post was inappropriate and goes against Plaid Cymru's views and values, said Plaid Cymru. I don't believe that for one moment, though. They are notoriously anti-English. And we'll just round it there and come up. And it's just another little picture just to remind you of what he looks like. And there he is. A hate figure, the hate figure of Welsh politics. And if it wasn't the English he was hating, you'd have to be wondering what other group he'd pick against. Because that strikes me as a bully who would pick on anyone who isn't white and Welsh. Anyway, round off, come up. To be fair, it's not often you see the actual moment when a politician consigns himself to the dustbin of history, and you can see that his career ends with a single post, and yet there it is. Goodbye, Mr. Scrivener. You won't be missed. Have the good grace and resign, because otherwise somebody is going to have to fire you, and that's far worse, isn't it? Anyway, if you like what you hear and see on the channel, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell for future notifications of output. Leave a like, leave a comment, share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, don't swim to Wales, and goodbye.